Hi guys, I hope you're all well. So I think it's safe to say over the past few years my painting journey certainly has improved, well, tenfold I reckon. And in part, or in whole I'd say, that's all down to you lovely people and the hobbying community as a whole. As you guys are always willing to sort of share your own tips and tricks on all my videos, which is just absolutely awesome. And in a recent video I kind of mentioned that I was possibly going to come away from Slapchop painting because I really liked the Zenithal sort of highlighting, which is something I hadn't really done before. Heard about it but never really tried it, but really liked how softer the miniatures looked, as well as more vibrant, nice stronger richer colours, using the old sort of like white Zenithal highlighting. But in my last video, tons of you lovely people kind of mentioned you'd been doing a bit of both on all your miniatures. And I say I love trying out new things, especially say you guys, all your comments. I do read the comments, especially when you are sort of giving me sort of tips and tricks on what you guys do and how things work. And yeah, obviously I love trying out things. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to do in this video. I'm going to do a bit of Zenithal Slapchop highlighting to see what the results are like. As I say, I'm always looking to improve what I do. But bottom line always is, whatever I do, I'm going to have fun doing it. So let's try and find a miniature for me to Zenichop or Slapthal or yeah, whatever. And let's have some fun on the way. Okay. As always, first thing I need to do is find a glorious miniature to have a go at painting. So I recently came across the Printing Goes Ever On over at my mini factory. And as you can see, yeah, some real strong Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, Middle Earth kind of vibes here. I will leave links down below to the miniatures that I use. But it's these big chaps, yeah, some good old trolls. And that's kind of what I fancied having a go at painting, as I'm having more fun painting the larger kind of miniatures. I guess it's obviously because it gives me a lot more, well, it's a lot easier to paint something bigger, especially with my poor eyesight. So these are the ones that I downloaded. And I'm going to print them out on the good old Frozen Mini 8K. And I've recently just bought the leads and bits and pieces I need to connect my camera so I can take some nice sort of footage, the good old time-lapse footage of, well, the miniature printing. So another reason to do a larger miniature, just so you can see it in all its glorious, well, printing details. So yeah, good old Frozen Mini 8K, obviously got the Max one there as well. Both of these were printing things at the same time. I am currently in the process of moving. So yeah, I've got both printers printing away, just to make sure I've got some miniatures to paint while, well, these ones are sort of in boxes and the like. So yeah, miniatures come out perfectly, obviously wearing gloves because this thing is still caked in resin. So we'll go through the old wash and cure sort of station before I can sort of touch it normally. And then yeah, the fun bit of painting it. But as you can see, yeah, it's come out really well. So the Printing Goes Ever On. Obviously this is nicely supported. Yeah, it came out a treat. So as you can see, yeah, I'm trying around, messing about with different sort of primer colours. So I've gone for a nice brown there. And I've got this white bone. I will be getting a proper white. Unfortunately, the colour Ford's run out of white. So I've gone for this one instead. And yeah, good old Zenithal highlighting there. So 45-degree angle from one place. As you can see, it's hitting him nicely there. But around the back and the sides, yeah, it's going to be darker. So this is where a lot of you guys were mentioning in one of my previous videos that you do the Zenithal highlighting, but then you also have a go at going around doing a bit of Slapchop, the good old white dry brushing. So yeah, I thought I'd have a go at doing both, see how it comes out. And I say when a few of you guys mentioned it, yeah, there was like dozens of you guys mentioned this is how you, well, how you do things. So yeah, definitely seemed like a good idea for, well, me to have a go. And guys, this is why I'm always saying, yeah, leave comments down below, whether it's you want to see me try something new or have a go at painting something, or yeah, just let me know how you get on doing things. As honestly, guys, the hobbying community is just awesome. I mean, I started this channel 4 years ago just as a way of keeping busy during the second lockdown. Never really thought it would do, well, what it's kind of done today. I'm going to say the fact that everyone in the hobbying community is really helpful and more than willing to share their experiences and what they do. So it's quite clear already, yeah, the Zenithal highlighting, it's nice, smooth, sort of feathered highlighting there. And the Slapchop sort of style, yeah, it's definitely more rough and ready. So this is why I'm really looking forward to doing more Zenithal stuff, because when you do the speed paints over the top, they are much more vibrant, nicer and cleaner looking. That's not to say I don't like the old Slapchop method, because obviously I've been doing that for a few years, so there must be something there I like. But yeah, I love the fact of even just doing the skin on this troll. It's easy to see the difference with the the rattle can spray underneath, or the white dry brushing. As you can see, they're nice and smooth this side, and the other side, yeah, much grimier, dirtier. But obviously, if it's in the shadows, you'd expect it to have that sort of darker look, which yeah, is really good. I say this is, yeah, combining different sort of painting techniques. Again, that's why I think my painting journey has come on tenfold, because rather than doing just sort of one kind of like painting, yeah, I'm mixing and matching and trying a whole variety of things. But as always, bottom line is I'm having fun doing it. And that's the main thing. This hobby is all about having fun. It's about escaping from sort of like real world issues, getting off into sort of your own little zone. And yeah, so if you are doing this, guys, and you're not having fun, then you kind of almost need another hobby to relax from the painting one. But yeah, I say this channel, this hobby, painting, it's always going to be fun for me. I'm never going to see this as a job or work or stress out over it. This is where I go to have time on my own, and just chill. And obviously film myself and then just sit on my own in a room waffling away. Yeah. So yeah, guys, I am moving soon, and I'm so excited about that. It's untrue. To be able to have all my printers, laser engravers, bits and bobs all out all the time. It also means I'm going to be able to get my airbrush out, which I've had for, I don't know, 2, maybe 3 years, and I think I've used it twice. But both times I did use it, I had fun. I'm not very good with it. Again, this is where practice hopefully makes perfect. But yeah, so moving into an area where I'm going to have, I say a studio. It's a back room, guys. Let's not get too excited. But I'm excited because it's a back room that I can have, well, whatever I want in it. So yeah, I'll be doing some airbrushing soon. But again, a combination, airbrush, slap, zenithal, all the rest of it. Having fun, and just seeing where it can take me. Because the other thing, guys, I'm thinking about doing, something I've always said I'd never do, and that is I would like to enter into painting competitions, as I feel that would be a fun way for me to sort of, well, try and do my best. I mean, I always try and do my best, but I'm having fun. But yeah, get a miniature and really sort of, well, try and push the boat out on it. So guys, this is where I need your help. How do I find out where any painting miniature competitions are? Yeah, if you guys can let me know, that would be wonderful. I have had a little look on Google, but yeah, they all seem to be, well, miles away from me. So bear in mind, guys, I'm in the south of the UK. Obviously, I'd like to do sort of a painting competition where I take my miniature along somewhere, so I get to see other people's miniatures. Or if not, yeah, take pictures of mine and then post them online. Anyway, enough waffling of that. But you guys seem to like the waffling, so we'll just carry on. Yeah, so obviously any paints I'm using, yeah, it's coming up on the screen, the ones I'm using. And I know in the past I've said I'm going to try and use like paints from all kinds of companies, because I do seem to have this issue where, for some reason, I can only ever use paints from one place. As in, most of the paints you're going to see now are Army Painter. But then I have gone through stages where I paint things and only use GreenStuffWorld dipping inks. Yeah, I need to try and get out of this, but I find it very difficult to mix paints. Good old Dirty Down Rust. Yeah, you guys know I love this. So this is why I painted his sword in just a grey, rather than paint it in like a metallic colour. I've gone for grey because I really wanted his sword to be a rust bucket. For some reason, I always think trolls and sort of orcs, their weapons, well, they don't look after them, they don't clean them. Yeah, they just use them for hacking people up. So good old Dirty Down Rust, love this stuff. I put it on neat, then add some water just to sort of blend in areas. So some bits are going to be really neat and, well, really rusty, and other areas, well, yeah, not so much. Either way, I love Dirty Down Rust. It's just awesome stuff. Luckily, I've got a big bottle of this because I do use it quite a lot. And there you go. Yeah, it still needs a little bit of drying there, but that's fine. While that's drying, I can just sort of do something else. And yay, I am mixing a bit of paint or different colour one here. Yeah, something else I did recently. I can't even remember what the figure was. It wasn't a troll. Either way, I've used the old sort of speed paints, let that dry, and then go over with a wash. Again, something I've never really done before. Did it the once. Loved the effect, especially on the skin. Because one thing I always sort of had problems with in past painting skin, the skin colour just looks too the same all over. Whereas obviously in real life, skin does differentiate. It's not just sort of one tone. So yeah, doing speed paint and then doing a wash over the top just gives the skin that little bit more sort of real look. And yeah, love it. Again, trying new things, doing more different types of painting as opposed to me in the past just chucking one colour paint on something and not leaving it. Yeah, going over, doing a bit of this, maybe a bit of highlighting, which I always say and never really do much in the way of highlighting. But yeah, love doing a wash now over the skin colour, just because it does sort of, again, and obviously washes, they build up in the nooks and crannies, get nice and dark. So yeah, definitely give it more definition. But yeah, so this Slapchop arm, as you can see, it is a lot darker than the Zenithal arm, which again I love. I mean, it's just come out so good, and yeah, thanks to you guys for sort of saying that you do a bit of both. So just to make his sword look a bit more like it is possibly metal, yeah, a little bit of well, highlighting, dry brushing. I'm not too sure what I'm doing here, but I'm having fun. Again, that's, yeah, I'm definitely trying more new things because I'm definitely more confident in the painting, and I don't worry about how it's going to look at the end. Well, that's a bit of a lie. I do obviously worry because I want it to look good, but I don't stress out about it. Anyway, I think I've been waffling so much this morning, guys. I really don't know why. I think it's because I'm keen and eager to crack on with moving. I've started boxing stuff up, getting it all ready for the big move. And yeah, I really am excited about having a room dedicated to this hobby. As it's going to be an excuse to get more stuff, I guess. Anyway, back to this dude. Say, I love how this dude looks. Again, guys, go check out the Printing Goes Ever On. Definitely tons of, well, awesome looking miniatures. And say, if you are into sort of Middle Earth, Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, that kind of style sort of look, then yeah, you're going to love this. So painting the eyes, rather than just doing like a normal solid red, like I would normally, I'm just using the red wash. I let it dry and then went over it again, just so it was sort of like darker in some areas and lighter in the other. And yeah, this is kind of like how this dude has come out. So I really enjoyed painting this. It is still a lovely fast sort of technique of painting, which is just awesome, because if I can paint fast, have fun, it means I can get loads more miniatures painted and mess about trying out different styles. So yeah, I love the look of the Zenithal arm, say nice and clean and bright, and then the Slapchop arms, yeah, dirty down, and it looks awesome. So I've taken him off the little painting handle. I'm not going to stick him on a base, guys. Yeah, you heard me right, I'm being a rebel. This dude, he isn't even going to get based. I'm just going to leave him as he is because, well, I love how he's come out. So yeah, guys, keep an eye out for, well, lots more miniatures. I'm going to be doing some bigger miniatures, and I'm also going to be doing some time lapse of me printing miniatures on my Frozen machines, which I absolutely can't wait to do. Okay, guys, you know the drill. Like, share, subscribe, leave comments, all that great stuff. If you can, try and share my videos on any social media, that would be really much appreciated. As obviously, yeah, I want to get that 100k subscriber. Especially now I'm going to have an office. I can put it on a wall, which would just be great. Anyway, enough waffling. I'm off. You guys take care. See you in the next one. Bye for now.